Lifespan, we've got a question with Alliance, not been around too long, but Split is a good map for Guild. Again, look towards Yassine, look towards Bonkar to be the playmakers here. If we get underway, actually, straight away, see Kada throwing down at wall on A main to try and prevent a rush out. The Spike is positioned over here, and actually everybody from the side of Guild gonna lean over here. Might even see, actually no, they don't. Do they have the wall to counter? They do indeed. Yeah, Leo does have the wall available.
You've got to be ready with this sort of stuff because Leo does something very similar on their side as well. Now, away we go. It was Leo and Safe in their previous series on this map that had outstanding performances. Yassine showed off as well, and he might be doing it again. A little bit of a glimpse in towards heaven. They're aware of it. The sound cue gives away the potential of it. Spike to be planted open towards the front of sight. Draken falls away. This plays in. I'm pretty sure the Sage is off towards the side. Yassine with one, but the trade comes in.
Ooh.
Alliance triple down on this. Hype and Kata finding frags. Keep Guild now in their pocket. Draken and Safe. Big disadvantage, and keep in mind, Draken is still kind of walled off here. He's committed to the other side of the wall, but he is buying a bit of time, keeping their focus here. Maybe Safe is able to do something with this. Two players coming back through from screens. Finds... Oh! Found one, but the second just evaded. 22 HP on Draken, not going to get it. Alliance. Well played coming back in.
Yeah, nice clean up there again. Draken had to play timing on that again. Has to assume they don't know he's behind the wall, but... Alliance cautious in their approach on that retake nonetheless, and clean up very nicely. Like I said, the wall going down, they did lean away a little bit from A main, but the important thing to note there, didn't get too overzealous, stopping this push come through from Safe. Let's find that one kill, but again, it's just the strength in numbers here. It's split into two duos, they're able to take both fights very cleanly.
Absolutely. Now, I'm trying to roll my mind back as well as to what impressed us, but it is hard to kind of compare the results in a way, as said, even if they had a strong showing against someone like FPX, and FPX do have this as a home map, it doesn't necessarily translate to having a good performance against Alliance. We're yet to see. An Alliance, it wasn't like they were sloppy in the previous map, they did make it to OT as well, so pretty close performance. Obviously, Guild happier with the result. Luckily going to get a little bit of a tag, plenty of info. Forced away now. Anyone to play in with him? It does look as though the raise is there, so Fearoth on the swing. Finds Yassine, and that mid control being fought for. But again, we have seen Europe predominantly kind of leaving mid relatively open, holding the kind of choke points that lead through either over by ropes or towards the back here, where Fearoth is, maybe towards the rafters as well on B site itself.
The Guild going to slow down altogether on the back of Yassine falling. Maybe anticipating a little bit of presence. A little pressure, I should say, coming out from Alliance here, but they're going to hold strong for the time being. 3 over towards B, and it's Hype and Kada to hold down A site. Again here, I mean, with these two players over towards A, bait out a little bit of presence. They want to sell this fake, because the Spike's heading up through May. I'm not sure if they're going to revert back towards ropes here, but...
I have no clear towards heaven on 20 seconds. I hate this hit already from the attacking side. I really don't know what the end goal is. As I said, you've got 13 seconds and you're just taking ropes. You're just hoping, what, you just get a freebie? Yeah, and now with the cage, this is all for nothing. Yeah, you're not going to get away with this sort of play. They're not going to walk into you up on pistols. They are way more reserved than this. Again, yeah, you might get a 1 kill here. That's it. They did not get anything they wanted. Guild were looking for potential picks, people to overstep, peek in. You're not going to get that against tier 1 teams. They're not going to play to your tune.
No, really, and I mean, it's difficult in that scenario. You try and force the issue, you potentially, you know, run into a 4v2 or 4v3 or whatever, but right there, just, I guess waiting on that cooldown on the heal for so long in mid was what really lost them the round. Here, we're going to see Alliance carry over some of the lesser weaponry into this one, so they're going to play out with the bodies they did survive in the previous. Bonkar actually down on a Bulldog. Again, that's probably because he purchased full flashes.
Look at this. So for the first couple of rounds, they've been pretty absent in middle. But now, exactly, look at this response. Now, maybe Guild have already learned their lesson, so they don't really want to go for this, but they will be able to clear mid. You can see the peak, they're starting to get a little interested. There's the peak, sees nothing. This, if they hear that utility being thrown, this should spur them on, a little bit of more pace to it, and Safe, yeah, picks up the pace here. Does have to be careful in case there's anyone close by. There isn't. He's fine to move forward. This is a really good response from Guild after just hearing those sound cues towards middle to take A quickly and run the risk of potentially someone being in the corners, but they run through as a pack. They're fine. And I don't particularly mind the response from Alliance. It's a good read, but now they have to be at least well and truly prepared on this retake, which at least they get a step towards Pillar, but they need to find these players on the site.
Scene opens up after hype. The flash comes through. Actually, a big swing through elbow here. 3 kills go in favor of Alliance.
Not a safe
2
block.
in response, though. Yeah, not safe for them. They need to retake some control here. Draken going to explore elbow. Clock ticking away here. Kada will find Draken. Safe 100 HP still, so he can take this fight. The res comes through. Safe going to find one.
Oh,
He
Safe.
gets through. I love it so far. He does
so
find the
good.
low HP one.
Oh, he's playing the time so perfectly. Safe is such a clutch
Beautiful.
player. There is no time at all. Expertly done by Safe, and we were singing that man's praise in the previous map, and I'm glad we get to carry that on now. The utilization of the smoke there, kind of dipping in, even with that res, not getting flustered, not feeling he had to force the issue. Played it perfectly, isolating one in that smoke, and then just doing the dance with him. There was no time for Lucker in the end. The kill, irrelevant to this, but expertly done by Safe.
Was indeed, but again, you got to look back. It's not going to matter too much again. Everybody dying, and really Bonkart, the only one that's going to have to settle for a Spectre. Alliance able to buy back into this 5 rifles on the board for them.
Guild re-exploring mid now, and Alliance on the other side. Fearl's going to back away from this, but takes a fair bit of flak for it too. Down to 60 HP. Has to fall away, and look at this fact-finding mission from Alliance, so this is kind of interesting stuff from them.
Indeed, as the wall goes down very deep, actually, man. It's going to give them a lot of control over there. You can see them actually reset back off that. You're seeing going to pop the trap wire. Send a little bit of information over to Alliance, and actually going to draw XMS and Kada to prioritize this ropes hold. Stacked up. I'd be surprised if they dip in here. And that's, yeah, Kada going to come down solo. Bonkar waiting. You're seeing going to try and pivot back off this pressure here. XMS going to find the first. Full flash, though. He needs to try and get away. Wow, they didn't actually follow up on that one. The paranoia sent back out to keep him in check. Also, look at this, though. Laka tries to re-aggress through mid on the back of that. Leo is in position to punish it.
Safe, what can you do with this? Info towards CT, 24 seconds on the board. Spike en route. Uh-oh, they've lost their kind of gateway keeper towards the site itself, and now they're going to start struggling. 16 seconds. That Spike is going the long way around because they lost control, and now Screens has problems. You've already got them filtering through towards Pillar. That's 2 of them, though. Fearoth's there as well. Oh, no, they're being surrounded. XMS called upon, can't answer the call. Spike planted with 4 seconds to spare, and Hype falls to Leo in the end, so both of these teams toe-to-toe now. You've got them both back and forth.
Actually, it switched. Guild really shining, I guess, in the desperation in the last 20 seconds of that round. Able to maintain composure and break through one by one. The res did go through, so obviously 3 survived with the weapons, but Bonkar and Safe once again. We're going to have it. Obviously, on the side of Alliance, it's going to be a scrappy purchase here. A couple of buckies on the board. Expect them to just hold close contact. Could look as if we've got a little bit of a B stack, but no, Fearoth actually going to head back over towards A here. Guild actually leaning Sushi and Garage way, so might try and explode. We know how often Guild like to lean onto that showstopper you've seen for an early, quick play with it.
Double stack on the entry, though. Early utility trying to force them further back. Didn't quite find Hype, though, so he's still fine there. And you've got the Bucky Crossfire. Not loving it. Maybe feeling out the stack there, or at least a bit of pressure. And falling back towards his middle play.
Yeah, and it's just really Lucker in position to greet them. The Bucky, you can see the ping on the ground. He's set in position. He's got the line up for it. Open for it. Full damage right click. Again, though, Guild peel away from this, I guess, on the back of not seeing anything in mid, but Hype and Kata have stayed posted. They're still ready for this explosion.
Nothing elsewhere. You've got no reason not to. You've got 2 of your players posted up towards A as well. You might as well commit towards this. Hype gonna be holding this down. Flash comes in. He's fine. He just missed the chance. Oh, Yassine's absolutely done him. Now, there's still a player amongst them. There is Kata, the imposter, waiting this out. The wall's up, though, so he can't really make anything of this. Spike now down. The post plant. This retake's horrible for Alliance. Pistols, Buckies, bits and pieces. Guild start taking control now. 5 alive. Spike down. XMS just hoping for maybe a punish here, but not gonna get it.
Yeah, and I said the walls are splitting them perfectly. Right, just missing Yassine, the one to throw down the bait with the double satchel, and can't reset to find a kill. Coming through from Garage. Nice round, and actually not an awful lot of investment. They still kept ultimates there. They got the Rolling Thunder, Showstopper, the Neural Theft. On the Shadows, Leo gets 2 ore process back on his as well. Kind of Alliance though, they have the Showstopper of their own also. Viral solo in Mayo. I'm not sure we're going to see it this round. Again, it might have been a good shout. Again, yeah. Guild leaning heavily on mid in the early round.
Guild keeping it versatile though. Bit of a switch around. You're seeing happy to lead the way. Joined by Safe. Keep that rifle in the back lines just as a closer if required. Fear of feeling the pressure. Gonna swing on it. Oh, they're just not quick enough. Oh, Yassine and Safe there on the trade, keeping them locked down now. Luck are the only one to succeed, leaving Hype feeling pretty isolated. He does have support in CT, but now he's already dead and gone. XMS trying to avoid the body bag that his buddies have been put in. Spike going down. You can see Kata on the flank. This is not pretty by any means, and now it's just Kata trying to keep control, but there's nothing more to be seen. To play this one back in, he has no step to this.
A beautiful execution there. Again, lots thrown at this round, but Safe with the Neural Theft reveals XMS on that TP as well, so they know that they can pressure Hype. They know that they have the numbers advantage. Swing down from heaven. Oh, Kata, stop. Going to try and hold on to this Vandal. Safe actually on the hunt here. Try and close this out. But early progress shown, and Guild, I mean, you're right, it comes down to a really awkward fight there. Potentially able to shut down Yassine's Showstopper, but just couldn't close it out. Yeah.
Yeah, the pace he came in was pretty hard to handle, but again, that's kind of the pace you got to expect from these boys. Safe and Leo, as said, the 2 that I highlighted at the start of this game have been the ones posting numbers previously on this map specifically. And that's without taking into account what you're seeing Draken or Bonka can do. Keep in mind's eye towards if Draken gets that up going, if he fancies it, if Yassine starts, really finding space on that raise. It's a scary side to come up against. And 4-2 now, Alliance did get that good start. But now when the rifle round comes around again, a little bit of a problem with Hype. The money there just kind of shying away from enough to be able to get the rifle out, but maybe able to make something of what he's got. Triple stack towards Mailroom this time, and again, this kind of hot and cold work from Guild towards middle. They either have, complete commitment or they're nowhere to be seen towards it.
But again, it's just that awkward back and forth where, Guild lean one way, Alliance lean the other. It was the same thing on Haven, right? When we talked about C site. This time around, Guild playing very deep in mid. The wall actually going to go down here and maybe going to send Kata and Fearoth to rotate elsewhere. At least Fearoth for the time being. Now, 50 seconds left. Guild do re-explore mid, and they're anticipating this wall's gone down to allow that rotation to come through. We're opening that up. Gonna draw Alliance back over. They need to re-investigate here. They can't leave it open. It's just gonna be one man. XMS holding on to heaven. There's a double stack in ropes, but this hit comes through fast. Ooh, Bonkar heard that TP as well, I think.
I think so. Well, let's look at this timing. If they go towards Heaven now, this is where it gets sketchy. That 2-play towards ropes could be a problem. Lucker's going to go try and find some info. He's found enough. Back away from that leaf hype to try and take the first kind of close contact on this. Flash's exchange is completely blind, but keep in mind the time. 17 seconds. Lucker now recommitting. They saw him earlier, but now he gets away with it. Look at this time. 10 seconds. The Spike's trying to dash towards the side, but you still have XMS here. And he just has to be a presence, be a nuisance, and that Spike ain't getting planted. Bonker's trying desperately to get away with this. I don't know if he can. No, he gets denied. Cat with a huge pickup, an alliance. Stabilize when they need to.
Again, just it's so awkward to let the clock run down like that, because as soon as obviously the hit doesn't come through on B, there's no presence in mid after alliance. Like I said, had to re-explore that part of the map. They can almost read into the fact that there's no B hit coming. There's nothing mid. There's nothing in garage. They can preemptively rotate towards A, and they're in position to follow up on that first kill.
4-3 now. Spy gets a little upgraded for Alliance after working with a lot less in the previous. Hype still finding place to be able to get that gun looking much better. Falls away from ropes as we do see that guild attentive mid-play. As we've highlighted, it is that on and off decided God knows what by Bird. Fear off? Oh dear. He was just caught him by the heels and dragged him back, saying, oh, you're going to be held accountable for this. And that's a huge problem. You've lost your big presence on B. Yes, you have that double stack towards Heaven, but now you're feeling a little vulnerable. You've lost that confidence towards playing this closely towards mid.
Alliance, actually, yeah, they want to aggress onto this and stop this. Pressure coming through. The paranoia has to get wasted. Lucker will find a kill through the smoke there. Yassine swings back on it, but Lucker finds his second. Safe now. Actually going to open up A site. XMS tucked in elbow, but the hit comes through onto B.
Great adjustment. Really good call from Guild to lean back towards this. It is still very feasible. Keep in mind that Safe is on that lurk. When won't he be? We'll never know. But XMS seemingly aware, but this fight, they just avoid each other. And actually, Lucker finding
That's a big kill.
Yeah, that's made a bit of a problem out of this because, as we highlighted, Safe ain't close by and that spike plant is not for him. The timing's going to be interesting towards Heaven. Who gets the advantage on who? Now, I feel as though XMS, Shawley's attention would be turned. It just turned away from where Safe would be. And Luck is going to try and just pour it out towards side, but the corners aren't going to be checked. And that's where you're going to lose the round. Leo sat patiently waiting. And Guild come back in with another.
Dude, yeah, it's Safe miles away when that kill comes through, but unfortunately, I guess a little bit of hesitation on the side of Alliance to really force the issue onto site. There was definitely a door left open for them there. Lucker finds that kill in garage.
Thank you.
Now, actually, I mean, Alliance, look at it. A couple of sheriffs, a frenzy, and an A stack. And this is the stars have aligned, Lauren. Finally, both teams are stacked up on one side of the map, and it's the same map.
Okay, but wait, there is a problem. Yassine, he might ruin all of this. Unless they burst. Draken? Draken's just walked across this. What? Here we go. Suddenly, the problems start to mount, and there could have been a call. Hey, look, it's free over here, but no, Katta. He makes his appearance, his debut into the rounds. A 2 big pickup, and now Guild are in trouble in this. They've still got 5 players super present towards this, and I mean, you can't turn tail and run anymore. Guild needs to try and get out of there, but the spike's been swarmed. They've taken this over, and Safe, normally the man on the lurk, just gets completely dumbfounded. And Alliance, as you said, right place, right time, finally.
Yassine will collect the orb, but knife out. He's not expecting XMS to continue clearing through, and Alliance pick up a thrifty round on the back of that A site stack. I mean, at first look, Draken, like you said, manages to creep his way up towards ramp, and Katta just swings on the back of that cyber cage, I guess, and finds 2 kills. And again, now just the immediate response now is, okay, instead of 4, let's send 5 this way. Yassine does have the showstopper. He is on top of the box, so it looks as if he's going to try and double satchel in here. And Bonkar set with a flash, so looking for a quick A execute, and Alliance have leaned the complete other side.
Yeah, look at this quick response. They're trying to fly over as quick as they... Yassine, it must be nice. finds XMS with so little info. Fearoth to try and cut between them. It's Draken's job to try and keep this ramp safe. A tricky angle to play on, but he's going to do his best. You can see how hard it is to aim like this, but he makes it look so simple. Bucky's galore. Everything's being thrown at him. He eventually does fall to Lucka. So that's a decent upgrade coming out here, but now it's just Fearoth and Lucka. Both positions had already been noted, so let's see what they can do with this.
And Leo holding on to Heaven control here. It's going to be huge. It's going to create another angle for Guild to swing off. Actually, Bonkar going to find the first. Yassine swings, finds the second, and yeah, Guild like, okay, well, if 4 doesn't work, we'll send 5. And actually, Alliance just completely lean away, not anticipating Guild to re-aggress onto that A presence shown in the previous round.
So let's kind of talk about this as well, and I want to kind of put into context this scoreline makes it seem like a really close game, and technically it is, but Alliance did win the pistol, if I'm not mistaken, and converted the second, right? I think. It's hard to not have that recap on there, but I'm pretty sure.
Sure.
I should actually check on that, but I'm almost certain of it. But then since then you had that eco stack or, you know, sheriff upgrade stack. I mean, the way that Alliance are winning these rounds are the slippery rounds, right? The ones that are hard to kind of quantify, but they win them. And there's no discrediting to how they're winning it, but it's hard to be repeating that success. Whereas I feel Guild still have the better handle on this half.
Didn't agree with that. And this time around, actually, first time Guild have followed through on this mid presence. XMS actually posted with an operator and screens, and if Guild are able to split through Heaven here, it's going to be really difficult for him to isolate a kill. Like, maybe actually going to throw this Rolling Thunder through Garage. No, thinks twice of it. Back of that boombot and sent through. So again, Guild bait off a smoke as well out of XMS, and that's pretty huge considering he's playing with that operator. And yeah, Guild will opt to go for this rope split. One player on site now as well, which is Caddy. He's all the way behind Sign, so if he can swing off XMS's contact, this could work. They could hold on to this.
That's going to help matters. XMS just watching that cross is going to make things easier, but do they expect the split? Yes. Lucka loses that. Oh, but XMS just turns that off into a shotgun, looking OP more than anything. And now Guild with the res, though, back to 4, overwhelmed eventually, and that's the side take. Leo with a huge shot, and now 10 seconds left on the board. The spike plant comes in, and this one is looking, again, just completely wrapped up.
Bonkar going to send the fault line through to Heaven, but straight on the bat, there you go, does find Hype, and last man standing, Fearoth creeping out rafters right now. Bonkar going to spot it out. Breaks line of sight for the time being. Doesn't have to peek onto this, waits for his teammate to come through. Fearoth's going to find the first. Bonkar then swings and trades, and a nice execution there from Guild. Again,
last round,
the pace change, just switching up. They explore it a couple of times. They don't overcommit. This time around, you've seen him, Bonkar, show a little bit of presence towards Mayo, and it just makes Alliance second guess.
Yeah, and to confirm, Lothar's on the stats, and I just had a quick look as well, is that, yes, Alliance picked up the pistol, converted the second, then lost 4 on the trot, and then you saw, you know, the kind of weird force buy came out that they won on, or the sheriff buy that they won on that A stack. So I still want to highlight that Guild are winning the more standard rounds in this, which kind of makes me believe this is still a very strong performance for them. And Alliance, we're seeing their money's kind of in the bin. Already got a Judge coming out, a Bulldog coming out. This ain't pretty for Alliance, but they're going to try and make it work already. Here comes the investment. This could be huge. What? Draken got hype in that, but now luckily Fearoth's still there. This nade could be big, but look at these responses, just forcing the flashes out of them. That was a huge crunch there, trying to make it towards that B lobby, but I'm still amazed that there was that one op shot that came out again. Draken with that kind of 30-degree window, just making blind flashed all over the place. Lucka plucking the head off of Yassine's shoulders. He's in trouble now, though. It's pick your poison. Decides Bonker gets that one.
Safe has actually managed to slip his way through mid as well. Yeah, he might actually catch Fearoth.
Oh god,
double box.
How is no one thinking about this? There's zero thought to this. Oh, this is a freebie.
Oh my god.
This is an absolute freebie. Safe doubling down. His lurking work on its own has been admirable. Every single time. Now, XMS might get the flank on him, but look at it. They've doubled into this. Yes, wait for the shot to come in the back. It's Leo finding XMS. And I am beyond impressed by Safe once again.
Switching sides.
Really, and the timing just perfect there. He spots the boombot, so he knows that Razor's nearby. Even has the time to check Hell as well.
Remaining.
Firos tries to send the showstopper into Garage to get a kill off that, but it's punished with the second. A convincing half from Guild. Again, Alliance able to squeeze a couple out, but...
Well, they've stabilized enough to give them a shot in this half, but they also need... with two teams that are even enough on caliber, they do need this pistol round, I feel. Because 4 rounds, again, is... Guild are basically... Well, Guild are 2 away from double digits, and at that point, unforced and forced error conversation comes in. So I feel as though Alliance do need this pistol, so we need to watch this very attentively. This is not going to be an easy one either. So, Alliance, it's on you to try and turn the tail here. Guild showing their presence towards middle. That'll be Leo towards mailroom. And this 3-2 split kind of mid with the 3-2 towards A.
Let's see. Cautious on both sides here. Guild not really flexing out anywhere for some early information. Lions now finally, with 60 seconds left on the clock, gonna
Camera taken out.
explore Garage. They've opts not to swing onto that. Yeah, actually conscious of the possibility of a second, but Firoth's gonna find an opening on A. Yassine will fall, and the spike is over this side, so possibly an opportunity created here, but gonna send the paint shells out. That will drag Leo across here. They're going to hit the rotate here. It's going to be about 30 seconds left on the clock, but if they can stabilize, might get themselves 4v2, potentially 5v2 on B site. So, eyes onto Draken and Safe to hold this down.
Draken pressure now coming your way. Classic to hand, light armor as well. Spots the first, doesn't get a clean shot, goes back in on the second on a deeper angle, but no. 13 seconds, Safe dips into the smoke, finds some safety. 10 seconds now, Alliance putting up numbers. It's all on Bonkar, and he's pretty much a mile away. Alliance, they needed that, and they get it in style. 5 alive, flawless, spike planted. You could not ask for anything better.
Again, just immediately pivoting off that kill onto Yassine, anticipating the Guild are going to send one more over just to strengthen their hold on A site. Again, the paranoia from Draken was perfect, but I think Safe is a little closer. They can double swing onto that, but Draken's not in any scenario swinging onto potentially a 1v4. When he doesn't find the first, it's really difficult to then get a look back in.
Now it's the matter of keeping things clean. We have to keep our eyes just dedicated towards Alliance in this. Guild, it's that upset potential. They've gone for the 5-play stack. Don't mind it. Didn't mind it when Alliance did it. It worked for them. But it looks like Alliance are aware of this. There's not been as much subtlety here, but it looks like the ult orb has been collected, so a lot invested for that just in this round.
Alliance actually stay poised for Guild to push through, but now they try and reset a little bit. Bonkar makes his way all the way back over towards Mail. Actually, Alliance are going to re-explore this. Don't know if they've caught a sound cue there. The scene going to get hard cleared behind Flower. Hype finds the second and the third. Arming some of these eco frags. The flash comes through. Everybody blind, but Firoth will close it out. Another flawless round, and that's what you want to see on your round 2 conversion, is making sure everybody stays up so you can get this full bonus round. I don't even think anybody had to reinvest in armor there.
No, I don't think so either. This is perfect. This is the exact path that Alliance needs to walk, and Hype going to be feeling himself after that. Just a nice little swing. Yes, they're eco frags, but you feel good about them. And it's a discussion we still have to this day, even in Counter-Strike games, that certain players will respond to those confidence builders. They get going early, just start feeling out the game, get that hot hand going. They're feeling good. Now, this is where the danger begins, though. Guild on 8, they do get the buy here. They get to come in on that better buy, and Alliance looking for that bonus round. Now, Alliance, if they convert this, we are laughing. However, Guild could potentially get to 9 here. XMS, isolated towards middle, but slipping through towards ropes.
And pretty much, I mean, you can call it undetected. The trap wire there, obviously, so I don't know if he pushes any further through that. Spike will reset back over towards A main here, once again for Alliance. Draken at the top of ramp. He's ready for the peak to come through, and actually, going to make use of distance here, but actually whiffs on the first. No TP, he can't get away from that either. They're going to try and punish this.
No.
Once actually slipped all the way up. I'm not sure how Bonkar's let that happen.
Same. I'm a little baffled at this. It's only baiting if you don't clutch, and I guess it's baiting because you've just let too many players get through. Whether the call was made or not, it doesn't matter. You're down to a 4v2. Spike planted. Guild looking shaken here. Alliance digging in. Yassine gets it eventually, but it ain't pretty.
Out of charges.
And down to 20 HP now. He's got to peel away from that a little bit. Hype going to get healed up, but all three members of Alliance here trying to hold on. That was, for a second now, I thought, yeah, that must be Lucka. That must be Lucka running around the other side of that smoke, but...
Nope. Quite surprising.
And I'm not sure as well. Draken, whether he didn't have the paranoia and he didn't have the TP or what, but if you're going to play on the right side of ramp there, once you're back into that corner, I mean, especially with a breach and a rage, you can easily get flushed out. So it was a little weird to see him positioned there with not a, you know, a plan B, a contingency to get out of that spot. I mean, I like the fact that he's holding an active angle on A main there. It's unfortunate not to get the first, but I mean, strange to see him on the buy round. Just, I don't want to say lacking some crucial utility, but in that scenario, absolutely, right?
Yeah, the sustain that you get with Omen is that you can sometimes dip out of dodge, right? Like, that's the ability that comes with it, but I didn't take note of it, so I'm not 100% sure, but Alliance not going to kind of overdo this. It's keep it simple, it looks like. Hit that site, and so far it's working. Hype towards Draken and Guild look kind of blitzed in this, maybe a little stunned at the boldness coming out from the newly appointed attacking side.
And once again, they find this kill and they hit the rotate. They're going to try and reset once again. Bonkar preemptively rotating over towards B. He's the only man there, so I don't want to see him overcommit. Have Leo by his side now. Lions playing this perfectly. Again, they've got Guild guessing. They're rotating all over the place. They've really got control of mid. Or A main. Actually, once again, Alliance will swing back towards A site. Spike making it that way. And Kada tucked all the way deep. He's going to have
30 seconds left.
amount of information. Fearoth actually trying to sell a little bit of a fake, but nobody from Guild biting just yet.
No, Yassine could maybe do some damage if he had a better rifle, and yeah, this is it so far. It's down to Safe to clutch this out. He's going to isolate one, expects the walkthrough on the cage. No one's there just yet. Flash comes in, turns it, gets another. 10 seconds now. Oh, Safe!
Spike down.
Keeping this round. Safe for now. Fearoth can't do anything. Back away. Safe saves the day.
Really, really well played. And yeah, rightfully so. Safe is the GOAT. You're right, Fearoth. A lovely play from him. They got the same spray, actually. That's cute. That's cute.
That is cute.
What a play. And again, I think as well, just on the readjust there, Lucka maybe doesn't catch this audio cue that is crossed towards elbow because he flashes back sign and tries to hard clear that, but
Spike down.
get a little bit of distance between Lucka and XMS. They can't double swing to clear. Safe punishes them for it.
9-7, game back on. Maybe a kick up the butt from Safe to the rest of them to get a grip on this, because Alliance are running this so far. Their attacking side's been spot on, but Safe again. Unrelenting in this game. He has approached this with style, but now he's being pressured. His vision removed, but he has support coming in. He's not alone this time. But how long can he last here? He's got so many troubles around him. You're seeing on the off angle, but he can't do too much. XMS beats him to the punch. The site is Alliance's, but not completely safe. Look who's lurking. It is safe around this corner.
Ooh. Did read that. Actually went for the spam through the smoke there. Got to reset. And this dark cover's going to drop pretty soon. It gives Guild a way to fight back into this. Alliance happy to sit and let this play out for the time being. Actually, in the meantime, all three members of Guild got over here, so I'm not sure actually if that plays to their advantage or not.
Yeah, this is going to get a little bit curious. Safe's been found, Luck has got him off guard. And now the 3v2 begins. Bonkar and Draken trying to put up the numbers, but it's just down to Bonkar now in a 1v2. But look at the HP. Kata is low, 7. Lucka, 30.
No heal either.
0 heal left. And Bonkar looking to...
seconds left.
Pushing forward on this. This is so dangerous. He wants maybe a clean fight on one. which I guess he gets here, rather than playing it risky and hoping he just lands a shot on Lucka. Now health coming back through for Kala, but he's not going to expect the deeper angle. Nice work from Lucka.
And Kala just perfect distance with the barrel poking out there and keeps him hyper focused on that angle. And crept up on another. Actually, the heal reset did come through on cooldown there for Kala, so I guess that's why they were playing that a little slow. They just held that crossfire onto default. Really well played. And actually, Lions swinging it back in their favor. A 1-round deficit now, and Guild. 2 Buckies, a Bulldog, a Frenzy. Could be Alliance tying things up here on Split.
It certainly could be. They are showing the performance that would indicate, as you said, with this purchase coming in. Seems pretty much bang on the money. And credit to Alliance for showing such resilience, considering they were very much under the gun. Safe wants the info, goes for a little bit of a peek, gets it, gets himself a deeper angle, but you gotta be careful of that barrel. A little cheeky, but wards them away for now. But this is a slow build. Mostly focused towards middle again. They're not afraid to show that they're on these Buckies. Trying to bait them in potentially, but to what end?
Let's see. Yeah, Phil playing distance there, safe.
For you.
Goes for another dip. Bucky Bonko actually playing deep on screens, and he's the man with the Bulldog, so... See elsewhere, everybody else trying to play very close contact with their weapons. Lions, again, reset. Again, the mid-round calls from Alliance have been fantastic. The way they're just swinging one way or the other. That paranoia is bang on the money. Going to give them full access to Mail here. Just one man left to defend. You're seen with a Bucky. What can you do? Not an awful lot. XMS immediately removes him. Guild now have to fight their way back onto B site.
Oh yeah, they are... I don't say done for, but I after XMS's work keeping those 2 back, there was none of that kind of pinch maybe they wanted towards mid. Good ability to isolate height there as well. A little bit of pressure mounting, but that should be alleviated soon. Maybe not. Draken finds Fear off, and maybe there's still a little bit of life in them here, but no. XMS puts his foot down, leaving it in this 1v3 for Draken.
Let's see. Was crept up on from behind in that smoke, but unfortunately they're not really to get that kill onto XMS. I mean, if he can flash it out, nearly caught him on the smoke, but XMS able to pull his Vandal out just in time, and Alliance tie things up. Both teams back on good purchase. Guild, I was actually going to say Guild with all 5 ultimates on 9. Alliance, all 5 ultimates on 9 as well. So expect a bloodbath, really, if the first blood comes through and anything gets chucked at this round to try and convert it.
9-9. Again, these two just seemingly inseparable. Even after that great first half from Guild, we're seeing Alliance showing they're just as diligent at this as XMS going to start building towards B.
Okay.
Boombot goes in, Fear off with the jump peak. There's a little bit of utility out of the defensive side.
Again, it's this split. They're trying to get some attention in Garage here, and Draken actually going to back away. He does have his ultimate, so he can hit the rotate here. The Showstopper actually invested on B, and actually, you can see straight away, XMS going to hit the rotate onto A site, and it's drawn them away. Guild have left A site wide open. Just one player up in heaven. That's safe, and he's going to fall.
Alliance are running rings around Guild right now. Spike to be planted. 4 players locked in towards heaven. And Hype's eyes are trained on that too. Christine's gonna try and break back through, but this... Oh, that could be good! He gets 1 for it. I almost thought maybe a second could come in, but no. Kata's still alive, but the wall now looking worse for wear. But a 4v3 and the Spike now ticking. Bonkar safe, and Leo need a miracle to get this one going.
You need to find a kill now. Safe will shut down Lucka here. XMS trades back on though, but just one man left. It's XMS. He's going to try and TP out. The Rolling Thunder sent onto site. Leo will catch him before he escapes. Guild will stabilize. Take a look, 6 ultimates invested in that one.
Just a few.
I love that though. The fake they sold on B, the Showstopper comes through, and he throws the paranoia through as well. Now that's important because it's 2 different players noted. And that immediately you could see it was. I'm pretty sure it was Leo and Bonkar. It was Leo at least. Straight away though, Guild hit that rotate and they left one man in heaven. It wasn't even a sight player. Now, you could argue potentially if we can stay alive, it's not so bad because they give up sight. They have a clean retake. But the fact that safe is then found... Real shame Alliance couldn't convert that one because it was a lovely fake.
It really was. Now, hidden away in the corner, very patiently, will be Draken.
Oh,
That's
no.
not good. That's really not good. Makes it out there, but they forced him away. Good protocols being hit by Alliance to not get caught up by any of the cheese that wants to be brought out. But this is now a 3-play stack towards this side of the map.
Yeah, I guess actually anticipating that based on the fact that this time around Draken wasn't jump spotting behind default. So, love the awareness there. Guild going to throw the wall down on Mail. He's going to sit behind it for the time being. Alliance again bouncing back and forth. Time look to regroup inside Garage. Now, no aftershock. Draken's pretty much returned to the same spot. This time playing ground level behind that box.
Back
38. Oh, Leo just got a freebie. That's a problem towards Lucker, but still going to try and commit to this. But this utility's really hindering their progress. They're kind of stuck with 2 players. And Leo's just doubled down. That's his third this round. And that's a spike lost. Yassine catches hype on the lurk. You're not going to get away with it here. And now Kata's sadly so behind this. He can't do much. Got caught off before. Nice try to do some damage, but Leo, what a round.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. As soon as the first comes through, and again, you know, the way tagging works in Valor, they can't charge through that smoke when they're getting tagged up.
Oh, and they line up.
Oh, no.
Spike down.
I mean, the first was a freebie. The second and the third, you could say the same. Really, really unfortunate to lose 2 inside the smoke there. But now, got to take a look. I mean, Guild on 11 rounds. What's the economy like? Lucker on 6,800. He can drop 1 out.
Fearoth might need it, unless he doesn't have ult, so...
I mean, XMS no armor. He's going to Spectre, it looks like, potentially. But...
Pharaoh?
Yeah, this is not pretty. Guild on the brink of hitting map point. Kada... 2,700. Is he going to opt to play light armor and maybe drop out an extra rifle? I'm not sure. We'll have to take a look, but it doesn't look like it initially. They're going to have a scrappy purchase next round. It looks like they're going to try and carry some... No, they do drop out. I was going to say they might try and carry some of these credits through to get a better buy if Guild hit 12.
They're going all in, it looks like. But all right, here we go. This is an elimination match. Keep in mind, we weren't really hitting that narrative because it looked like Alliance were on the build back. But Guild have awoken. They found the answer to some of those B hits, some of those woes that were coming in, even the A to an extent, but Alliance still have the opportunity here. The pause, of course, now continuing game now live. This mid-walk comes in. You know what it's going to be. Just that crunch towards heaven. Already, though, there's a player towards us. The good flash comes in. That's
no.
Lucker gets away with his life somehow. I do not understand how he did that. He was blind as anything. Yassine can't hit the shot. Lucker again powering forward, and Draken's position's noted. He can't get away with it anymore. No surprises, but maybe, just maybe, Draken can get away with murder. 2 kills out of nowhere, and suddenly there's still a chance. It's a slim one, but Leo and Safe out of all the players. If there's anyone who could do it, it would be them.
Leo's got the res as well. They can reset, get this res on stairs and bring it to a 3v3 if they want to go for this. You're going to see them. They're actively clearing.
Here we go.
Kill this space. Onkar still got 2 flashes, the aftershock, and obviously the fault line. XMS. This could be huge. Yeah. Oh my god, they read it. They anticipate the pressure coming back in onto the...
He didn't step. He didn't make any noise. They did it,
No
but they
way.
didn't check on it. And Cat has dealt with it all, and XMS finally
my
makes his
God.
appearance. They did it out of the consideration of it potentially being a problem, but XMS was there. He did not panic. He did not falter. He held his nerve.
When the fault line came through that, I thought they were going to double swing. And it would have been just fantastic presence of mind to clear that and anticipate the pressure coming back into that revive in heaven, but Alliance cling on. Actually, well, no, it's actually just 1 Spectre. I thought it might actually be 2 SMGs on the side of Guild here, but in terms of momentum, I mean, Alliance win this out. They're going to be on the brink of a few more ultimates once again. With the round score where it's at, it's a worrying prospect.
Of all the players, Bonkar, the one a little lighter equipped than most, could be receiving the first port of contact, but No one around. You can see the information game sign to be played by Safe as well. He's trying to look towards that B lobby. Spots nothing. XMS seems ready for contact. Bonkar's there, but no one else is spotting this yet. XMS. When is go time for him? Gonna set the play towards heaven. No, decides against it. Just a dry swing towards CT.
3 members of Guild, though, to hold this down. And actually, Alliance just brute force their way into heaven. Flash spam comes through. Will slow it down initially, but Guild have managed to secure these 3 members on site right now. You're seeing gonna swing out from defensive spawn. Bonkar responds as well. That's 3 kills, 4 kills in favor of Guild. The last man stand actually gonna fall to the paint shells. Lucka. Wow.
Match point.
Well, swing back. Yassine playing so deep from spawn, finds that first kill, and it's a domino effect. Just picks them apart one by one.
One enemy remaining.
I was a little nervous after Bonka. The flash that got put through, there's only so many places he could have done it, but he dropped down towards the lower side and found that clean fight, which it's put them on match point. This is not just map point, this is match point, and this is an elimination game. Here, of course, in the European portion of Masters, and the buy, well, it's back in for Alliance. It's time to put it up. Last chance to dance for them. Whatever they've got to bring it out now, otherwise this one is done and Guild go forward.
Rolling Thunder and the revive on the board for Alliance. Initially, actually going to get a lot of mid control. Safe actually slips away through ropes, but there's no trap wire here, so he's got to keep his eye on it. Alliance actually stacking up towards Mail here. Rolling Thunder going to get sent through heaven, and that's going to be the green light for them.
Here we go, time to try and make it land, try and stick this. Already going to show a little bit of presence. Spike is on the way. The 2-play coming through from lobby is going to get met by Omen Utility. Going to deny that timing. Leo's found one, but Hype on the trade. There's still a chance of this in Hype. The pressure mounts, but Draken stays alive, and that's all he wants to do. Stay alive, buy time, but he goes down. Fearoth pries him out of position. And now the 3v2 for survival. Alliance need to stick this. Bonkar wants to deny it. Don't think he can in time. Will it cost the player his life?
Oh, he does.
Yes! And now a 2v2. Spike is down, though. Safe and Bonker on the play back in. That's the ultimate for Fearoth. Just going to blind send it. Does not find a target. And now Problemstar in the mountain. They're looking nervous. They're looking scared. Fearoth, though, on the adjust. Good approach. Good work from Fearoth.
Alliance cling on, and I'm worried. Really, actually, take a look at the economy afterwards, but what a fantastic round from Alliance there. Again, not investing the showstopper before the spike goes down, making sure that you can make best use of it, and Guild have to respect it. They have to back away and give that space. Yeah, it's not actually as bad as I thought. Yassine's going to be down on the Spectre, but he does have the showstopper. But you're absolutely right. Look at this, a heavy lead.
My God.
Yassine going to try and make a play with the showstopper. He comes through, only finds one.
Oh, the
No way!
The paint shell could be huge. The damage on the back of that. Look at them. They are left in tatters. Fearoth lower, XMS lower, Lucka lower. Everyone now looking worse for wear. And Kata heals himself out of this as well. He's like, sorry, boys, I need this right now.
The res.
Okay, res comes back up. They are back to 5. Yassine, he got all the info, but to what extent? It was so early they could have split anywhere now.
In some other reality, Yassine gets 3 kills off the back of that. That was actually crazy. The paint shells landed perfectly, and they were still blind from the paranoia. Again, probably going to wait out the cooldown on this heal from Kada. The Fearoth, XMS, and Lucka taking a lot of damage after that push coming through. Guild now 4v5. Nothing else on the board in terms of ultimates, and Alliance now will creep back towards A. That heal did come through. Bonkar spots it.
30 seconds.
Still 3 players for Guild over by B site.
No one's moving. How much faith do they have in Bonkar to do this? Him fighting Hype is great, but he still needs to find more value for this. That smoke is actually keeping him so safe. Finds a fight towards ramp, but the blind comes in at the right time for Lucka. And now Spike towards the site, and now a 4v3. Safe, Draken and Leo, or it's OT again. XMS in a dirty angle, though. It's Draken to find Lucka. He was expected to watch that, and XMS almost gave it away there. A free pick brings us back to a 3v3. What's the next layer of this attack? How do they pry these players out of here? No one's in heaven. It's 2 towards Pillar and then XMS in this cheeky little spot. They're trying to get a little proactive towards CT side. Draken knows there's a player here. He definitely saw them. But time, they've got to get moving. They want the superior angle on the kill towards XMS. But timing is everything. They've got to get going right about now. There's the trade. Safe gets 1. Now the 2v2, but timing, they've got to get moving. You can see the desperation. But Alliance hold true and make it to OT.
I can see the thought process there, but it took so long for the rest of Guild to make their way through heaven to try and clear him out. Look at this. This was so close. The breeze flash and the paranoia perfectly placed. Heartbreaking to see a play like that not find more value. And back to overtime we go. The full reset comes through. And if Haven's anything to go by, it's going to be another back and forth, Lauren.
I don't doubt it. I mean, Guild need to remind themselves how they went on this mad run initially, and Alliance was struggling for answers, and then flipped the switch. Alliance looked like they had every answer. They never looked particularly fazed by this, but at 12-12, of course they were. So, all tied up. We're in OT. It's 2 for the win. Guild starting out on the attack, and Alliance on the defensive side.
And again, here, this is on the back of the homework they did in the first half of their attack. They come through, anticipating this setup, but this time a much heavier lean on this mid presence. They drop through, and they're going to give the audio cues away now. This is going to keep Alliance attention for the time being. They pop the trap wire, the reset, the wall goes down on stairs. And actually going to swing right the way back on towards B site.
Okay, here comes the crunch. Alliance wait patiently, but Fearoth wants in. Really good initiative to just try and take that fight proactively. Does find Safe, and now prepares for the rest, trying to define the site as he wishes. Alliance are holding this for now. Guild are getting no success.
That's beautiful.
Brilliant work, just keeping them at arm's length. Hype wants some action over on the Cypher, and he's showing off as well. This certainly isn't just a safe show, as now Leo, the last man alive, yes, he'll get 1, but the rest are going to tumble on top of him. Just the bodies put into play in Alliance. Pick up the first here in OT.
Switching
Really,
sides.
really nice work. Again, I love the approach from Guild there. Take full mid control again, try and bait out that rotation, but Alliance wise to it. They hold strong, and actually it's the 3-man stack over to B that they keep in position. That's really the winning recipe for them. Fearoth perfectly timed aggression into B garage and isolates a kill. And that's the problem. I mean, when you try and split through and the emphasis is on mid, not garage, I mean, you find that 1 kill. As long as they maintain B main control, it makes it so much more difficult for Guild to get a look in.
So again, potential fight towards ramp to begin with. This play from Hype's pretty dangerous. He's very alone. And actually wins it. Alliance feeling themselves right now. Hype there, even spotting out a second. This is big information being garnered. Now, what do you do with this? Do you continue forward, try and pinch through ropes? Or try and bide your time and punish maybe an over-rotation?
No more charges left.
So they will continue as normal for Alliance. They're going to hit another rotation back over towards, and they're going to leave Fearoth in position lurking, trying to bait Guild in. But, I mean, he doesn't need to do anything because Guild right now are set up with 3 on B. They're fully committing to this A retake. They have 1 member, it's Bonko, and he's playing all the way back deep in heaven.
Yeah,
he needs to stay alive here.
As much as he needs to, I don't know if he can. Fearoth being where he was as well is just, wait, okay, Bonko's gotten away with murder. Just straight up daylight robbery on that kill. Fearoth completely unawares. And they've got to know there's a player down here. Safe should get the... Ooh, no, maybe not. Hype's outdone him on that one. How on earth has that happened?
I don't know. Hype actually going to run all the way away into B heaven, but meanwhile... Hit comes through. No way. Hype could actually flank through back through spawn. We'll have to keep our eye on that for the time being. You see now, paint shells into hell. Clean XMS out. The aftershock going to pause it for the time being, but Gil going to force the issue.
Hype, here it is. There's that flank in motion, but they've lost the players on the site, and now Hype needs to win this 1v2. Make it just 1 now. Hype's played this so well.
The plant's not for him.
You're right, and Leo's on it. He's going to get this to halfway. He's going to have to push this one. Oh, he's made him go off it. Just the jump peak's enough. He's done so well, Hype. And now the swing. Wait, Leo! There's no time. Alliance.
Attack.
Oh, just about get it done.
Slips out on the ace, but the clutch comes through nonetheless. Able to play time.